There's one skill every soldier must master before leading in battle. The section attack. To be promoted from private to lance corporal, soldiers have to pass the potential non-commissioned officer cadre. A corporal commands a section of 8 to 10 soldiers, split into 2 fire teams, Charlie and Delta. A lance corporal is second in command, leading one of them, and is also known as 2IC. After weeks in the classroom, they're heading to the training area. And in this case, each private gets to lead a section attack, working with a platoon commander.
I think as a platoon commander, you have to make split decisions pretty quickly on the battlefield and exercise, or in camp as well. And knowing you've got the right people below you, whether that's corporals or lance corporals as well, if they can help me out and if they remind me of things that are going on, it just adds that level of trust that I know I can rely on them in situations, as I say, from camp through to exercise and eventually operations.
So what is a section attack? It's the foundation of all infantry tactics and warfighting. Here are the 6 basic battle drills. First, the section has to be ready to fight, checking ammo and equipment. Here's the second drill, reacting to enemy fire. Each rifleman follows RTR, return fire, take cover, and return appropriate fire. The commander can choose to withdraw, or in this instance, attack. Now they've got to locate the enemy, giving target indication. Once found, the section needs to suppress the enemy, and the commander gives a fire control order. Which team he wants to attack, Charlie or Delta, the range to the enemy, the indication of where the target is, and the type of fire to use. Rapid fire, deliberate, or watch and shoot. They can also order the entire section to engage by shouting section. Now time for the attack. While one fire team suppresses, the other moves forward, ready to flank left or right, grenade or bayonet the enemy position. Once the firefight is won, it's time to reorg, checking for casualties, ammunition, and sending a contact report. Sounds simple enough? Let's see how the privates get on.
100-metre contact.
Yeah, seen him.
Through, not a bunker position, just soft ground. I'm suggesting a right flanking through the dead ground on the right,
yeah,
and push up a prominent tree. It's a bit bigger than the other ones, that's what you'll see, that's what he's behind, and a 90-degree angle on that.
Yeah, fine.
No fire line.
3 and 4 section, you're going to stay in reserve, yeah? From here then. Time is now 10:11.
See! Everybody see! By 11 o'clock! Lawn tree moving right to left!
We've done a lot of section attacks up till now, just different people getting appointments, getting a chance to show themselves as hopefully a future NCO, myself included. Lots of different positions. It's quite difficult, quite a sparse environment, so difficult to kind of get the left and right flanks in, a lot of crawling, a lot of sore elbows and knees.
Sergeant Darren Weir is leading the training.
At the moment, they're in their section, so we've got 4 sections out at the minute, and they're going through a platoon attack and assault, suppress, reserve. At the minute, we've got a section behind us suppressing the enemy, and we've got the remainder of the sections off to the flank, planning on their assault, with the reserve back with the platoon sergeant. At the moment, they're getting assessed on their 2IC appointments, and that's like administering the section, and they're commanding control of the section as well. So they've got a lot to think about, and they're getting the exposure to the section commander role as well and what that entails.
So what happens if someone gets hit?
Suppressing sections took a casualty, so they then have to go through their care under fire drills. That's providing life-saving treatment to the casualty, and then going back to the priority of winning the firefight, when they can then come back and deal with the casualty properly and extract them out of the killing area.
Promotion is a big step forward for a private, adding a new layer of responsibility.
At the minute, they only have to look after themselves, and they kind of only worry about their own arcs, if you will. But once they get back to battalion, it broadens their horizons a bit, and then especially if they go overseas on exercises or deployments, they will be in charge of managing and the welfare of the 3 or 4 blokes beneath them. and also the rest of the section in operations and stuff as well. So it's a big step, but one that we've tried to hammer home to them in Cyprus for this PNCO cadre as well.
The training means 5 weeks away from battalion in Cyprus.
It's a lot trickier than I expected. I was coming out to Cyprus expecting sunshine and that, and it's definitely been all far from that. It's rained so far every exercise, rained almost every day. And the training area is quite tough as well, very stony. Not the nicest place to take a knee, but I suppose it tests your soldiering more than most areas.
Didn't realise how nervous I was going to be before coming, and like being here and like actually learning everything, it was a lot more nervous and nerve-wracking until in the final week now. I'm actually getting a bit of grips of it now, so getting used to it.
To fight in the British Army, privates must be experts in the section attack.
O'Neill, take over rapid!
But leading soldiers as a lance corporal and earning your stripes takes determination.